Kana Qurana.
Good?
Yes.
Alright, first and foremost, we'd like to say Kal Allah Yahweh,
Wa Yahweh Shai.
double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone,
Yes.
and salutations to the elect, which is word in truth and sincerity across the four corners of the earth. So you get Matthew 24. Read that chapter with the thoughts around.
The book of St. Matthew, chapter 24, verse 1. It says, "And Yahushua went out and departed from the temple, and his disciples came to him for to show him the building of the temple. And Yahushua said unto them, See ye not all these things? Verily I say unto you, there shall not be left here one stone upon another that shall not be thrown down."
That's right, man. So all these planning that people are doing in 2018 to get houses, to build their businesses, and you know the city of Regina has to be built up. They want to build new statues, all that kind of stuff. Yahweh Shai, the Most High has the Lord, the Most High has them doing that so that when Yahweh Shai comes, this morning throw it down.
Yeah.
You know?
Exactly. You know, you got people who have plans for 2050. You know, actually thinking of where they're going to be and, you know, how they're going to live their life after retirement and so on and on. You know, that's a proud statement. The scripture talks about how, you know, if you want to do something, you got to say Lord's will, man. You know, if it be the Lord Yahweh Shai Rakis, if it be the Lord's will, you know, I may do this. But if it's not the Lord's will, then it's according to what Yahweh Shai wants, man. So when you make statements or when you got plans 50 years from now, that's a proud statement, man. You know, you saying that you got control that you're going to be living, you know, 50 years from now, man.
Yeah, and then another point, 2 points. 1 point, yo, everybody be out here saying, well, everybody likes to get on the Instagram, get on the camera and preach and say, you never know tomorrow if today is your last. Work hard. But yet they're making plans for 20 years from now. You know, they're contradicting themselves. And another thing is, a lot of the infrastructure that's being built now, you elites are building it thinking that it's going to protect you from these missiles and from the rain of Yahweh Shai. Which the scripture said that Yahweh Shai said there should be no building that's not thrown down when he comes back. That's a promise.
The scripture says that the earth is going to shake to and fro. You know, like, what's that going to, you know, obviously the missiles, you know, and then everything else, when the earth shakes, right, those are going to be falling down, man.
That's right.
Right?
That's right.
So it all makes sense, man. And it says, "And Yahushua said unto them, See ye not all these things? Verily I say unto you, there shall not be left here one stone upon another that shall not be thrown down. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming and the end of the world, and of the end of the world?" You know? So the disciples knew, you know, that, you know, the end of the world, you know, the end of Esau's rulership, man. You know? What are these things going to happen? You know, that's why in the book of Acts, the first time, if I'm not mistaken, you know, the disciples asked the Lord, you know, shall thou at this time restore the kingdom again unto Israel? Because they knew that, you know, they were not ruling at that time, man. The Romans
They
were,
believed
man.
they would sin. Which is, you know, another good point is that when the apostles, the disciples at the time, they knew that this kingdom was falling, but they needed to know when, and they didn't know what signs to follow to know where to guard themselves, what to do.
Exactly, yeah.
It's the same thing we're doing now. That's why we out here, is to tell you, because regardless, this shit's coming down. We're giving you signs to look forward to know how much closer it is to Yahweh Shai come. We just had a super moon.
Yeah.
Yeah, the last couple of weeks.
A blue moon.
And a blue moon too. So, and these are in the scriptures, in the same chapter that we're reading, that there should be signs in the stars and in the heavens. So with all this war, it's really, we're just waiting for it to climax. So it's all boiling up. Once it gets to the very top and it starts boiling out, then everything's going to be using fast. It's like shaking a Pepsi can, open it right after. That's it. Hell after hell after hell after hell. Famine, destruction, trouble, all that. The chip. It's going to keep coming fast.
Right. You know,
No, I was just going to say, and that's why we push ourselves to be out here and to do His work, because we want to be on the right side of Yahweh Shai, that when they come to destroy this kingdom.
You know, and I was just going to say, you know, the reason why all these things are going to happen after one after another is because Esau is conditionally so like Esau is constantly conditioning, the masses' minds, into ultimately accepting that chip, because that chip is the end of it, man. The missiles is the end, but that chip,
It's the last trial.
the chip is one of the last prophecies that may be pushed. So if Esau is conditioning the people's minds into accepting the chip right now, you best believe that he has, these Walmarts ready for concentration camps, and so on and on. Like, it's going to get to a time where he's going to push it upon you. But, right? So like right now, if he's, pretty much, introducing it to you and getting you comfortable with it, that means that we're at the end, man.
Speaking about the chip,
Yeah.
I just did a video recently on how Bitcoin, a firm in Switzerland or something like that, is Bitcoin, all these cryptocurrencies are huge. Now, Bitcoin is able to be installed into the RFID chip. So that's another, and they have, Esau has a bunch of customers on Bitcoin alone. So what Esau is going to do is they're going to mandate Bitcoin inside the RFID chip. So if you want your Bitcoins, your Bitcoin money, you're going to have to get the RFID chip.
Yeah, well, I also did a video on how the NFC payment is pretty much on the new, right, and so on and on. So Esau is, like I said earlier, constantly, conditioning, our minds into, making easier payments, whereas you don't even need your card anymore. You can use your fucking phone now to actually just, go to the store, scan it, and then, it's been swiped and it's been done through. Amazon just recently, has, a payment plan thing, whereas you can go pick up whatever you want from the shop and just swap out the store. They'll just, automatically,
Take it out of your account.
Exactly, because
That's crazy.
because everything has a chip to it. Everything, is pretty much being tracked. So therefore, you don't even need to go to, you don't have to go to a register anymore. Which also goes into what? People losing their jobs. Which the scripture talks about, and the grinding shall cease. Right? So everything has an effect to it, man. Which, that chip plays a big role, man. It takes away jobs and so on and on, man.
Money now is going off what the brother says, money is now not, it is quickly being transferred into a online thing. It's no longer being a physical dollar anymore. Everybody is either tapping or swiping or inserting a chip. No one's even swiping.
Or what? You transfer your money
you
through an email.
E-transfers.
E-transfers, man.
So everything is being done online. That's a huge sign of the chip being pushed out.
That's e-commerce right there, man. And it says, right? And it says, and Yahushua, verse 4, and Yahushua answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you. That's a very good point, man, because you're going to understand that in these times that we're living in, there's going to be a lot of people who are going to try to deceive people, man. That's why the scripture says that it's going to be false antichrist, man. People, many false antichrists, man. Anti-Yahushua. Against the Lord Yahushua. And it said, what's that? Inside here.
So that's the one to stay on.
And it says, and Yahushua answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am Yahushua, and shall deceive many.
When Nate comes in the name, or actually Nate doesn't even come in the name anymore. But you'll have people who will come in, like even Jesus Christ, that is considered the name. So you have like a double, you have double confusion. One, you think Jesus is the name, but it's not the name. And two, if you believe Jesus is the name, you know how many churches are claiming to be churches of Jesus Christ? So you're even in a deeper trance of confusion. More so talking about Yahushua. But when all hell breaks loose and we're in Jacob's trouble, you're gonna hear Yahushua up and down the streets. People are gonna be screaming for that name because everything that's happening to them then has been prophesied even before our own time. So they're gonna realize the men that are out here arguing, because we speak before, they're gonna think we have the answers. Which we don't save anybody. The answer was doing what we did.
Yeah.
That was the answer.
We told you, but you didn't take heed.
Exactly.
You know? That's why the scripture says that, and then they should know that the prophet has been among them, which means that they're going to be guilty for not listening to us, man, and ashamed. You know? Because this is salvation, man. Saving your soul, man.
Yeah, this is it. Coming out here and doing the work.
Yeah. And it says, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am Yahushua, and shall deceive many. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet.
Now, I just heard Apostle Dahar talking about how other camps wrongly break down the scripture, which is true because there's certain points in the whole chapter where it's talking about then, because they had 70 AD.
Yeah.
When the Romans came to besiege Jerusalem, and that's how you got the scattering of our people. But the scriptures also talk about reincarnation, everything that's happening. The same spirits that are back then are here now. So they're going to be doing the same thing. The Romans, which is the elites, are going to come and besiege Jerusalem, which is the people. You know, we're going to come and take us down. That's why the scriptures say that he should be like a wild, a roaring lion in those days, sparing none. So these Edomites, you see, for a lot of you Jakes that are either adopted or have Edomite friends, yeah, they're your friends right now because the Lord hasn't put the spirit of them to be purely evil towards you, like they were back in Deuteronomy. Yeah. You know, back in the slave trade. Yeah. But once the Most High makes these Edomites to show their true colors, Isaiah 14 is going to come to pass. Then they'll know that is this the man who came to subdue nations? Because then you're going to know who the wicked one is. And when Yahushua throws them down, then you're going to know the true power. The true power lies under Yahushua.
Yeah. That's right, bro. And then it says, for nations shall rise against nations, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famine and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. All these things, Salakia, all these are the beginning of sorrows. Then shall they deliver you.
Beginning of sorrows, bro. So we're not even there yet. Yeah.
It's just a warm up.
Exactly. So all this stuff you're hearing about Venezuela or things in the States, or they got Chicago's name changed to Chirac because how much people die there. You know, all this stuff is just the beginning of sorrows.
You know, recently, I believe I just saw a post on Instagram about how, you know, it's been a record breaking in Chicago, how in 5 days there's no record of anyone dying.
Yo, that's crazy. If that's like if you're breaking the record when you go through 5 days without someone dying, that's dangerous, man. That's the shadow of the valley of death.
Of death, God. America, man. Any moment you can get taken out, man.
And it's not just any death. It's 5 days of Jake dying.
Yeah,
because
like
Jake killing
murder.
you know? Jake killing each other, or murdering each other, or the Esau's murdering us.
Yeah.
It's like
it was like 5 or like 3 days, consecutive days, or something like that. You know? But it wasn't more than 5. I know that.
Yeah. Someone has to die.
And it says, all these things are the beginning of sorrows. Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and you shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake.
They shall kill you, man. So that's another thing, man. That's even deeper because I was watching the brothers in LA, and they were saying, man, like, it's because we're out here and because we're consistently doing the work, it's easy to believe that you're of the elect. Because you don't see anybody else doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
You really, and so it's easy to believe it, but at the same time, you can't let that be a stumbling block. Because yeah, we are going to be, those of us that are the hopeful elect, we are going to be saved from all the destruction. But it does talk about us being tried. Yeah. Don't think that you might not go a day or two without eating just because the Lord's trying you. Or that you might not come to, or what if you come to a situation where you are about to die, but you have to have faith in the Lord without taking that chip. Yeah. You know, so the brother was saying, don't let that be a stumbling block. You know, for those of us who are doing this work, this is seriously true.
Yeah, man. You know, you gotta have faith, but at the same time, you know, you gotta also hope that the Lord's gonna deliver you, man. Like you gotta be confident, but also have hope that you are a part of the elect, man. You know, there's a perfect balance in between that you gotta have in there, man.
Still trying to save the French or what?
As far as I know, we're
still trying to save the French there, buddies. They won't let you speak bad French.
That's it. That's it. Like ignored him. He had to raise his voice.
Esau is hurt, man. You Edomites are butthurt, man. Like it's honestly astonishing and it's unbelievable that you guys get hurt when we're just out here with the Bible, man. Imagine, God, imagine if the Lord gives us that power, man. And we got that weapon, that sword, man. Imagine when we are at that state, man. You people are fucked, man.
Yeah.
If right now you're scared, imagine what we're gonna do to you, man.
If you get irritated and nervous when we're just out here reading
God.
books.
And the righteous shall stand in great boldness, man.
Boldness, that's
Right? You know
That's
what I mean?
That's right.
That's crazy, man. When you Edomites, were slaving and killing us, we had to deal with that shit.
Yeah.
It wasn't fun.
Yeah, exactly.
But the beginning of your sorrow is just us out here in the, reading the scriptures, and you already hurt, man.
Yeah, because we're condemning you.
Crazy, man.
That's Hebrews 4.
Yeah.
Or Hebrews 4:1. This word cooking it.
Yeah.
It cuts the bones to the marrow.
Yeah.
That's this scripture. But we can just be out here and we already upset you Edomites. Man.
Yeah.
And that's how you know that this thing is spiritual, man.
God. So fuck you, Edomites,
Everything
man.
is spiritual.
God.
We don't care, man.
We don't care, man.
We can be out here.
Hey, we only care about pleasing the Lord, man. We don't care about nothing else,
That's it.
man.
That's the only opinion that matters, and your brothers too.
Huh.
That's the only opinions that matter.
Come on, bro. And it says, and then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another. So that goes to all you people who talk about, where's the love, brothers? We should all get together, hold hands, and love one another. Scripture just says that, they're gonna hate one another, man.
People are fucked, man. You
Yeah?
know what? Yeah, human beings are actually messed up. You guys, it is so easy to talk about love and talk about being one body, one people,
Yeah.
when everything is okay. Yo, I've been in situations where I was friends. Yo, this person was such good friends with me,
Yeah.
but I didn't realize everything in our life was going good.
Yeah.
And then when something bad happened either to me or that person, all of a sudden you see a whole different side of them.
Yeah.
Listen, if you and a friend are doing good, it's so easy to be close. But when either you or him face a struggle, you'll see really who they truly are. The same thing with these people. Everybody talks about one love. It's because everybody has money to eat. That's why they talk about it. But let's talk about one love when no one has money to eat and see who's going to give up their bread for the next man. Ain't nobody going to do that shit.
I got a scripture for you, bro.
Come on.
Sirach chapter 6, verse 7. If thou wouldest get a friend, prove him first, and be not hasty to credit him. For some man is a friend for his own occasion and will not abide in the day of thy trouble.
Yo, that's
Right?
beautiful, man.
That's
And
a
that's why
word
when we
for word.
doing this work, and people come out, and people want to get into a camp. I remember watching the video a week. There was a nigga a brother or a guy who was listening, and Apostle Kabar had to tell him to be patient, slow down, because he wanted to join camp right now.
Yeah.
And you could tell he wasn't ready for that shit. He would have been in a camp and been out the next week.
Yeah, kind
You know what I'm saying? So that's why the Most High doesn't just let anybody in this thing. He rejects people from coming in, and he kicks people out who are already in. Because not everybody in this truth, not everybody who calls themselves or claims to be a Christian or a follower of Christ or God is really a follower.
The scripture talks about how there's a lot that were pretty much fished, but then there was a lot that were thrown back in the sea.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
So not every fish that you catch is a good fish. Which is the metaphor for this truth. It's the same thing as saying, for many are called, but few are chosen.
That's right.
It's the exact same metaphor, man.
That's right.
But it talks about how, that some friends are only here for their own occasion, but in the day of thy trouble, they're nowhere to be seen.
Like these Edomites. You
Yeah.
Jakes really think these Edomites are your friends? They're just there, their own occasion. They're there to be friends with you for their own occasion, which is to make money off of you. Man, I see a lot of you Jakes in the industry world, praising your producers and your record label, which is all Edomites or tears. All right. And you don't understand that of course they're happy with you because you're making them money. As soon as you stop making the money, they'll throw you out on the streets, man.
Yep.
That's why a lot of these rappers you don't even hear about. Like Ja Rule is still alive, but you don't ever hear nothing about
I
him.
forgot about that.
You know what I'm saying?
Fat Joe.
Yeah, Fat Joe. He just started coming back. He probably re-signed another deal to give up his soul and do something.
Yeah, he probably did something in order to get that
Just
back
get
again.
that back up again.
Huh. You know?
Edomites and the heathens are not your friends, man.
Yeah. And it says, and there is a friend who being turned to enmity and strife will discover thy reproach.
Yeah, con. Because through all the time you spent with that brother, and if you guys get in a fight, now he knows all your shit.
Yeah, he's gonna
He'll expose you, exactly. And that's why you have to take heed to who you trust.
To who you trust. Beautiful, man. Yeah. And it says, again, some friend is a companion at the table.
Yeah,
You know, what's up, Ak?
Yeah.
What's up, Ak? Where we going to eat, Ak? You know? Yeah. You know what I mean? You know? And then it says, and will not continue in the day of the affliction.
Yeah, con.
You know, as soon as you're going through hell and you call him up, what's up, Ak? You know,
Yeah.
like I'm going through some things.
Yeah,
Yo, he
yeah.
hangs up the phone.
Yeah.
Ain't nowhere to be
it's a
seen.
missed
Or
call.
or missed call, or you know, he
Yeah.
might see your message on Facebook
Yeah.
and not reply.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
cut.
Just niggas, man.
That's right, man.
Just complete niggas, man.
Man, did not Yahushua say that through the love for one another is how they'll know you're my prophets?
Con, yeah. Yeah, exactly, man.
Yahushua said.
You know, how you treat the brethren is how you were
Identified.
exactly,
Yeah.
and it's how you treat your house.
Con.
You know?
Con.
Because you know, like the disciples said, Lord, I'm
When did I even
yeah,
clean you or bathe you? Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
Lord, when were you, I'm in prison and will visit you.
Yeah,
and when
correct.
Yahushua said, if you do it unto these, then you've done it to me, man. Roughly paraphrasing, man.
Because the Spirit's flowing through all of us.
Because
It's
it's
not just you
one
with
body.
Yahushua's Spirit.
It's
The brother here has Yahushua's Spirit. The other brother there has Yahushua's Spirit. So you're doing it. We're all in Yahushua, the body of Yahushua.
Yahushua, that's right. And it says, but in thy prosperity he will be as thyself,
See?
and will be bold over thy servant.
Yeah, because if you think about it back in the king's time, when you became a king, your best friend will talk shit to your servants too because he's like, yo, my best friend is a king.
It's like your right hand.
Yeah, he's like your right hand.
Okay.
But when you do, that's when you're doing nice. Like the scripture says, when you're on the lower state.
Hey, nowhere to be found, man. Cut.
That's exactly how you so-called Christians are gonna be according to your own belief.
Okay.
You're loyal to your belief right now. You're going to church every Sunday. But when all hell breaks loose and you see that your prayers to Jesus Christ don't work, or that your so-called faith that was built upon lies and that were established from your pastors don't work, then you're gonna start being disloyal to your truth. You're gonna be fuck being a Christian.
And you
fuck
are gonna have
Jesus
a balance.
Christ. Yeah,
Because you won't know what the hell to believe in.
exactly.
Because what you ultimately believed in
Your whole life didn't work.
was not stable. God. That's right, man.
That's why you gotta make sure you search out everything, man.
God.
Make sure what you're into is the truth.
God. And it says, verse 12, exactly what you said.
God.
If thou be brought low, he will be against thee, and will hide himself from thy face. Nigga, gone, man. You know? And it says, separate thyself from thine enemies, and take heed of thy friends.
That's exactly what we do, man.
Khan, a faithful friend is a strong defense, and he that has found such, and one has found a treasure.
That's right, man.
You know?
That's every brother has testimony of that.
Con.
You've been in that jam, and because you were friends with this brother,
Yeah.
the brother was able to help you. You were able to get out that jam.
Khan.
Like, that's why I always try to throw up prayers for single man camps out there, man.
Khan, man.
Cause you brothers be doing the most. Cause you're out there, like you're not by yourself spiritually, but you're by yourself out there physically.
Yeah.
You know, which is tough, man.
You know, and there's a reason why the Lord hides you out there by yourself, because you can stand that, man.
Yeah, that's all that means.
That's
It just
what
means you're
it
that
is.
strong. Your spirit is that strong,
God.
or else the Lord wouldn't put you in a situation you can't handle.
God, that's right, honestly.
It's very true, man.
It all makes sense, right? And it says, nothing doeth countervail a faithful friend, and His excellency is invaluable.
See, you can't put a price on that. Brother, especially like think of what Yahushua did for us. Dying for us, the way he died for us.
Yeah.
You can't put a price on that, man. That was our salvation when he did. And Yahushua said that there's no greater love than a man.
Yeah, I was just about to say that's
Yeah,
the spirit.
come on.
I can't so like it.
No, it's alright.
Yeah.
So greater love than a man that would lose his life for the next, for his friend.
For his friends. Lay down his
like
life.
Yahushua is dying for us. That shows an example of how far our love has to go for the next brother. You have to actually be able to lose your life for the brother. Because you never know what situation you put in.
That's right, bro. And it says, a faithful friend is the medicine of life, and they that fear the Lord Yahweh shall find him. Whoso feareth the Lord Yahweh shall direct his friendship aright, for as he is, so is his neighbor be also.
Yeah, come.
No?
Because it's in the laws.
Come.
If you fear the Lord, you're going to keep your friends well. It's in the laws to treat your friends a certain way.
You know, you got a lot of people who say, I'm gonna treat others how you want to be treated.
Yeah.
But a lot of people who say that don't actually understand the meaning of that, man.
Yeah, well, it'd be Esau if he'd be saying that. Yet when Jake asks for equal rights, they start laughing.
Yeah.
Let me talk about equal rights, Jake. Let me talk about equal rights.
Come on, bro. It's so true, huh? Back here in the book of Matthew, chapter 24, right? And it says, and then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another. And many false prophets shall arise, and shall deceive many. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold.
Yeah,
There's no fucking love, man.
Yeah, God. The more hell that's brought upon this kingdom, this world, the less love we're gonna have.
Yeah.
So you guys are all strong and like right now, Black Lives Matter. Now, did anybody hear about that shit? Yeah, what happened to Black Lives Matter?
I forgot about that.
You know what I'm saying? It's because whatever their zeal was based on was not the truth, so it couldn't last forever.
God,
it was what was his name that taught Paul? He was like, if this be of men, then it should surely come to fall. But if his name doesn't matter, but you remember that scripture, right? Gamaliel, something like Gamaliel.
I think so, like if I'm not mistaken.
But yeah, the point was that what he said was true. If it be of the Lord, we can't come against it, or else we should find ourselves fighting against the Lord. You know what I'm saying?
But if it's your man, it shall not come to pass.
Exactly.
Roughly paraphrase.
That's why you guys don't. That's why we don't hear anything about these movies that happen.
Black Panther.
Yeah, they start for one moment and they get their light and they run out. They burn out the next couple months.
15 seconds of fame.
Exactly. That's literally 15 seconds to the Most High of fame.
That's
you don't hear nothing because they're built upon false lies. That has nothing to do with the truth.
The Nation of Islam, you know, the Black Panther movement.
That's gonna fall too. Watch, you're gonna hear major downfalls of all these religions.
Oh man,
you're gonna hear millions of people leaving Christianity, millions of people leaving Islam.
Yo, it's a beautiful thing you just said that.
Yeah.
Because okay, so this girl I just got hired at my workplace, she's a, like I would say, a diehard Muslim. You know how you can tell a Muslim,
Yeah, with the red,
like with the black dot.
Yeah, yeah.
They pray a lot.
Yeah,
bro, I've been working with this girl for about freaking almost 3 months, and I did not know that he's a fucking transgender Muslim, bro. I was like, what the fuck, bro?
That's crazy.
It was a girl turning into a boy, she or he, I'm a change. I'm a genders and the name, and I'm a
crazy.
Yeah, and like recently, like I've been hearing, some of my coworkers, like when they would say he or no, so when they would say she, they would correct themselves and and then say he, and then I'm thinking like, what the fuck do you mean he? It's a she, right? And then after time, like I thought about it, and then everything clicked, and then they reviewed it more and more that that this girl is changing her gender.
She's in the process right now.
Yeah, well, she changed her name and everything, man. And guess what? She's a Muslim, bro. What's to show you that that shit ain't nothing,
Yeah,
bro?
this shit's false.
A Muslim.
Yo, a Muslim. Yo, that's actually, and you know what's crazy? That's crazy because like we're like, for instance, we're the top, like GMS is the top camp, the top camp or religion, whatever, out of everything on the planet. So that's like Kobe Bryant saying, "Oh, this guy, you know, he's all right." Like for instance, Muslims, we know they don't have the truth, but their passion you can't deny it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So to see a Muslim get a transgender in their shit.
Yo, a Muslim who's like, you know, a Muslim who is gay, that's hard to accept, man.
Even for us,
Right?
because we're like, yo, that's,
But a Muslim who's a transgender, which you know, like there's no difference. You're still fucking filthy,
Yeah, you're
right?
still filthy.
And wicked, but it's just like, God, leave, man. That's crazy,
that
man.
that says a lot about Islam.
Come on.
Islam isn't shit, man.
Well,
You won't see homosexuals in GMS, or they'll get kicked out.
Well, yeah, the one lady that works with me also, right? Like, she's a Muslim, like, she's much older, right?
Yeah,
like,
what's her name?
yeah, right? Right, and just recently, like, she said to me, all of these religions are bullshit, man. You know what I mean? But like, obviously, right, like, like if she goes home, because like, she's under order, right, like, she's not gonna say that to her man, but that's what she truly feels like, like,
she's the whole
come on, right? Like everything that she truly feels, guess what? She'd actually she would express how she feels at work because it's work, man. Like you know what I mean? Like she can't do that at home, right? But you know what I mean? It goes to show that like a lot of these people who are in these religions, right? Truly how they feel is like, man, this is just bullshit, I'm only doing this because it's cultural.
Yeah, it's cultural,
and that's
cultural,
it, man.
yeah.
It's not what I truly believe in, it's what, the culture says, that, you must cover all of your face, and leave your eyes open, and this and that, she even said, in her country, when, like, a lot of those women leave, and they go to different parts of the world, they dress differently, and they don't do what they normally do, at their country, is because they only follow the cultural part of it, but they don't truly believe in it.
And you know what that means? That means it's a burden.
God.
That's what it means. Yeah, they're like, God damn, I'm glad I got out of here. Take off all this shit and wear some good clothing. This shit isn't a burden to us. When we're done here, we still make videos during the week.
Yo, this is our heritage. This is what we call our culture, it's not a religion. This is what we actually truly, have to go by, according to what the Lord gave us.
Our bloodline.
So it's nothing that was made and then forced upon us.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It's something that was given to us from the Lord Yahweh.
Straight from the beginning.
Straight from the beginning, man. It was not made, because I'm Islam, was I'm 680 or something like that.
Yeah, it was
right? So there was a time when it was made and then people started following it, man. So it goes to show you, man, that all of these false religions, they're going down, man.
Laughing shit. You niggas are crazy out here.
Hey, when all hell breaks loose, we're gonna look at you like you're crazy for not, actually doing this. Yo, Taylor's gonna flip you. Cut. Well, I remember Apostle Dubar, he was talking about, man, it's a blessing, to be an Israelite, and to
be a heathen,
and if you're not an Israelite, you better hope that you are Hamite, or a fucking, right? Like,
Moabite.
or a Moabite, last thing you're gonna be is a fucking Edomite, bro, which is true, because these heathens are gonna get their lands back, and they're gonna be under order, under us, man.
That's right, and they're gonna love us being.
Come on, that's right, man.
When we rule, or when the righteous rule, right? Everybody
the people rejoice.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because we're righteous. We're not going to be ruling and just doing wicked things.
Because spiritually, these Edomites, that's saying, right? Spiritually, these heathens are waiting for us to come back into rulership. Man. Because they're also mourning,
that is
man.
Satan. The
Edomites are waiting for us. Yo, we caught you, man. Good. Yeah, that's right, man. That's right, bro. And it says, verse 13 in Matthew 24, verse 13. But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved.
That's right, man. That's past the RFID. That's past the Jacob's trouble. That's past the famine of the word. That's past the RFID chip. even past the missiles, man. Because once you get through all that, then you'll be saved.
When you make it into the ship, then you can do it to the end.
Yeah, even somebody said that even when you're in the middle, you might get beaten and get dropped.
Apostle Tahir said, like, if you see this getting beat up, it's gonna be like, he's good to the end. Back up, man.
Get the fuck out of here. You don't belong in here. You know? You gotta have that faith all the way to the end. Because you never know. You can get beamed up, and in the middle of your beam up, you might say, man, damn, it's about time. And then you might start getting ahead of yourself. You get dropped. And as you're getting dropped, the next one got picked up in your place. You know? You never know. You know? And I know Most High has humor like that. You never know, bro.
Yeah, that's funny. That's funny as hell, man. That's funny. Verse 14. And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations.
That could have never happened if the internet was made. We would have to take trips and fly and miss work and all that shit.
And you know how big this planet is?
Yeah,
and it says, and then shall the end come.
That's right, and then shall the end come.
That's
it.
it.
On that?
That was up to verse 14.
Okay, that's
Okay.
So with that, we're going to close up and we're going to say,
Kahala Yahweh wa Yahweh.
double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. The salutations to the elect pushing this word in truth and sincerity across the four corners of the earth. And death and destruction to his wicked kingdom. Shalom.
Shalom.